Hello, world. Thank you for letting me borrow some of your time. I know that's your most valuable asset. My name is Chad Thompson. I've been a young entrepreneur in the network marketing industry for about 5 years now. I started when I was 21 years old. I made close to $1 million by the time I was 23. And now I'm 26, and I've helped other people make six figures in this industry. And to be completely honest with you guys, even if you're skeptical, this information is going to make sense. It really is. But it's up to you to turn that into making sense, into making dollars. Because it's a fact that everybody rather be somewhere else in their days, right? So you should be here. And I'm going to show you exactly what the Paycation travel opportunity is all about. If you have any questions, just please write them down. Get with the person who showed you this video, and we'll answer them. This is not going to be long at all. But I will be strong. So diving right into the information, what we have here set up in Paycation is a way for you to actually save money on your travel. You know, not only that, but you can make money anytime you go somewhere. And that's powerful. And then the most powerful thing to me is tax breaks. Because most people, let's just say for example, you don't understand this information, but you want some tax breaks, because we all know the government can get a little crazy, right? So just by owning your own business, right, that gives you the leverage to save on your taxes and write certain things off. That's amazing when you become a business owner. Now, me personally, this is why I got started in this industry. It wasn't really for the financial freedom, even though, of course, that's what I was going for when I was 21. Nowadays, it's more so my time freedom. I love the fact that I don't have to wake up to an alarm clock. I love the fact that I never even seen an alarm clock in the last 4 years of my life. And if you partner with us, we can help you do the same thing. Now, this is one of my favorite uncles. Of course, he's not my real uncle, but Warren Buffett, he says it best. It doesn't make any sense to have one stream of income in this down economy. He even says you must invest to create your second source. Never depend on one stream of income, especially if you have multiple bills, guys. This isn't Chad saying this. This is the experts saying this. And with us going on the millennium age, guys, we have an opportunity to do way more than the baby boomers did. See, the baby boomers, they only had an opportunity to research millionaires. We have an opportunity to research billionaires. So one of our goals is to actually help you with solutions to your goals. So one of them being, me personally, I don't believe you should supplement your income by 2 jobs. I think 2 jobs is for 2 people. You should either have a job and a business, guys. And this is one of the business you should be looking into. Now, real quick, if time and money, and I love to ask this question, just close your eyes for a second. If time and money was no longer an issue, where would you go in the world? And I wanted to pause real briefly. I wanted you to think about it. Now, what if it's touring around the Mediterranean? Chilling on the sunsets of Santorini? What about a romantic trip to Paris? What about Bora Bora? Think about this, guys. This is a real pool right here. Some people only go to their neighborhood pool. What if just partnering with us, we take you around the world so you can see some of the most fabulous beaches around the world? Not only that, my favorite place, Dubai. So, with that being said, guys, I know everybody heard about the rumors that happens in Vegas, but you best believe what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Unless you post it on Facebook. So we're going to move right along and shift gears to talk about the industry we're in, which just so happens to be the largest industry in the world, guys. And let me document that fact. And the reason why I chose to partner with Paycation is because when you're looking at a business to start, you want to make sure your business makes nobody skeptical. See, when you pitch a lotion or a potion, or you're trying to tell somebody you can save them money on something, or lose some weight by trying my product, see, that causes people to have to research things, which causes rejection. See, no one's allergic to traveling because that's something that everybody wants to do anyway, guys. And not to mention a $1.3 trillion a year industry. That's very powerful. And one fact that I want to highlight very quickly is the fact that we make $40,000 a second in this industry. So just imagine, as I'm talking right now, people are on Priceline right now booking their trips. What if you could get a piece of that pie? That's amazing. So this industry right now is estimated to grow than $15 trillion in the next decade. Not to mention, this fact alone is one of the facts that I love the most, because it's the #1 research word on the internet. Now, most people are searching for places to go during the hours of 9 to 5. Where are you at during 9 to 5, right? So it's obvious, it's clear as day when people are working their jobs, they're thinking visually that they're somewhere else in the world. So it just makes it sense to help them get there and get paid when they get there. So this is our leadership team, guys. Actually just was on the phone with David Manning, that's our CEO. Has 20 years of direct selling in his industry. Mark Campese, the president, he's actually built large downlines. Donald Bradley, the VP of marketing, and Spencer Iverson, he's a great guy. He's actually here in Atlanta with me. And Lori Spares, director of travel, guys. Together, these people have over 30 years of experience. And even if you don't know what you're doing in this industry, it just makes sense to partner with the wise men and women, if that makes sense. So moving right along, guys, we have a proven track record. Believe it or not, we've been in business for 12 years. Extreme Travel. Paycation is just the marketing arm of Extreme Travel, which is awesome, guys, because you actually become a certified travel agent for partnering with this company. Just makes sense. So one of the things I want to highlight right now on this slide, because I know you can read this slide, but the fact that you have no inventory, no quotas, which means you could get in this business, and whether you have fast success, slow success, whatever, there's no certain quota you have to reach every month. It's totally relaxed. It's totally sexy. It's totally fun to run this type of business. And not to mention, no experience required. There's on-the-job training, guys. So as soon as you get started, you can become a certified travel agent, and we're going to teach you how to get paid. Now, this is one of our personal booking engines, which is, like I said, powered by Priceline. It's going to look just like it, guys. So, you know, there's no rinky-dink things going on here. We're literally top-notch. And moving on, just so you guys can see, these are some of our clients. Ask yourself, have you ever heard of OnStar? Why would they partner with us if we're a scam? Have you ever heard of AAA? Why would they partner with us if we're a scam? Do you know how hard it is to build a relationship with Priceline? Pretty difficult. We have the relationship. Not only that, but we're something like our own Ticketmaster. So if you know somebody who wants to go to the U.S. Open, a basketball Super Bowl, Disney World, or yes, I did say courtside at the Heat's game, or anywhere, guys, any concerts, anything, we can offer that, guys, and that's amazing. Just so you know, and if you don't have time to do the work, you can refer the customer to the company. They'll make 80% since they did 80% of the work, and you still make 20% of the pay. That's a blessing, guys, for everybody who's just too busy. Now, to become educated in this industry, you have to become certified, which is very simple. It's like an hour-long test. You take it from the comfort of your house, and then you're certified. Everything is good after that. And these are some of our vendors, guys, just so you know that we're not dealing with made-up hotels or made-up rental car places. Anything that's dealing with travel, you can book it and you can get paid. So just imagine somebody you know who needs a local hotel room. A local hotel room. Have you ever heard of the Marriott? The Sheraton? Have you ever heard of Delta? And yes, guys, it's the same seat on the plane. You would, you know, this is not a made-up seat. You know, it's real, guys. It's just amazing. To be honest with you, if I would have known that I could get paid like this when I was 17 years old, 18 years old, from people flying all over the world, I would have been a millionaire way before. You know, so let's just think about this for a second. The value of membership. The value of membership. Let's say you just get them in this company and you don't want to make any money. Guys, we're eliminating the timeshare, guys, but just for being a part of this company, you can go all over the world for the fraction of the price. The fraction of the price. Just look here, guys. It's amazing. You know, I'll highlight one of the deals. What about a $1,600 investment, which will usually give you 8 days, 7 nights, but through us, you can get that for $300, guys. And that's going to Cancun. Puerto Rico, Cancun, for $300, guys. Some people can't even get from Atlanta to Alabama for $300, guys. So that's great value if you didn't want to make money, you just wanted to travel. You know, the Omni hotels, we have great things, guys. So one thing I want you to know is, like I said before, is just by you partnering and you want to travel, you have amazing tax breaks as well, which is very key. Because it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. Let's remember that. So you're probably wondering, how do you get started? I'm pretty sure you are. I'm going to dive right into it. There's actually two ways you can get started. There's a way for $99, yes, $100 investment. You'll get change back, and you can start this business. Or you can start like I suggest you to start, is at $150, you become a CTC, a Certified Travel Consultant, and that way you can maximize our compensation plan. And yes, because I just bought a pair of Jordans, believe it or not, last week, and I paid more for a pair of Jordans than it cost me to start this business. So let's just really think about the price point, because in this industry, this is one of the best price points in the game today. So, enroll today, of course. So we're going to talk about a little compensation. It's going to be very quick. What do? We sell travel. If you want to actually make money, we show people how to be travel agents. It's really that simple. So, for example, when you find your first business partner, let's use Barbara for example, you make $50 direct commission. Now that's instant gratification for somebody. If you do the work, you get paid. And that's powerful, because in most programs, you have to do a lot of work before you see anything. So just by putting one person in this business, you make $50. You make $50 for your second person. Now this is where it gets gooder, right? And yes, I did say that on purpose. Because on your third person and beyond, you get an extra $20. That's called code. So everything that's coded to you, which is on your third sign up and beyond, you're going to make $70 now. So you just gave yourself a $20 raise for the same work. And that's powerful, guys. Let me show you. So Mark is coded to you because he's your fourth and on beyond. Now, this is where the residual income and just the power of leverage kicks in. Because for everybody who's coded to you, you now make an extra $20 on their first two people. And I don't know how important that is to you, but let's say you put somebody in the business and you help them get their investment back, you still make money, guys. That's powerful, and that's on infinity levels. So just imagine you put someone in the business, he builds his business to 100 plus people, you made $20 times 100. That's powerful for doing something one time. So moving forward, I'm going to talk about a second way we get paid. It's called 100% check match. Now, I've been researching this company for about 90 days, and I couldn't find nothing wrong with it, right? 100% check match. So let's just say you put Nancy in the business, right? And Nancy makes $1,000 in coded income, right? Do you realize just by signing up Nancy, you make $1,000? Every time she makes $1,000, you make $1,000. So just imagine if you put 10 people in the business, you teach those 10 people how to make $1,000. Off of 10 signups, you're making $10,000 a month. That's amazing, guys. And not to mention this, I want everybody to catch this, for your first two people, because we just talked about on your third and beyond, on your first two people, you make 150% check match. So every time your first two people make $20, you're going to make $30. And that's a blessing, guys. So there's really not a lot of breakage in this comp plan. It pays you to keep helping people levels deep, because you're going to get a match of their income. It doesn't matter. In some companies, when someone becomes successful, it actually cuts you out. So you actually have to kind of stop working with that person. In this business, guys, it helps you grow that business and that person's business to infinity. That's powerful, right? And there's other ways to get paid residually. There's 6 other ways, guys. Just to keep this very brief, we'll talk about the 3x7 matrix, and we can hit on all of those at a later date. But right now, let's talk about the 3 times 7 matrix. That means, guys, you only get 3 people on your front line. As you go to sign up multiple people, that means you get a spillover. So let's just say, for example, I signed up my first 3, and I have 10 more people to put in this business. Well, those 10 more people are going to have to go up under someone else to help the matrix get balanced, which means off my personal efforts, my team benefits from my efforts. And that's amazing, guys, with a 3x7 matrix. So let's talk about the matrix for a second, because once it maxes out, you can actually make up to $25,000 every single month once the matrix maxes out, guys. And starting out the gate, let's just say, for example, someone gets spilt under you and they're on your 5th level. You're making $8 for everybody who gets spilt under you on your 5th level. So let's say you're not a superstar and you can't recruit anybody, right? So let's just say you come in this business and you already have a residual income due to your upline sponsor building a big team. You have a residual income. That's powerful, guys, because most people only get a residual income on the efforts they provide. So what about eating residually off the efforts of someone else? A real builder. And that's a blessing. So moving right along, guys, we have ranks you can achieve. Once you put 3 people in the business, you become an executive. Let me highlight this position. Once you sign up 6 total people, you become a regional. Once you put in 10 people, you become a national. And once you have 15 total sponsors, you become an international, to where you get a guaranteed lifestyle bonus of $600. Now that's powerful, because just by helping a couple people get paid, you now have a residual. Now this has nothing to do with the matrix. This has nothing to do with the 100% match. This has nothing to do with the upfront money. This is a whole nother compensation plan, guys. I'm telling you, we have 6 ways we get paid residually, 13 ways we get paid weekly, and 2 more if you find out. I'm telling you guys, just stick around, you'll find out the other ways. It's literally like 20 ways to get paid. And then once you hit a rank, you get an extra $20. So remember that $70 I was talking about on your 3rd and beyond? Just imagine you're a presidential and you get to pick up an extra $20 for everybody you bring in the business. Now you're making $90 per person who comes in this business. And that is fabulous, because our price point and our overhead is just amazing. It's just price for you to win. And it's just amazing. So moving on, guys, we have other diamond bonuses, guys. So when your team grows to 300 people, you get an extra $1,000 guaranteed income for your team growing to 300 people. And don't you think once your team grows to 300, most people are going to, push a little hard for 500? So as you rank advance in the comp plan to help more people travel the world for free and make money every time they travel, our comp plan is scaled, believe it or not, up to $1 million a month, guys. $1 million a month, our comp plan is scaled for. That's amazing. So with that being said, we're going to move right along. I don't want to scare anybody, right? But the couple of things we're going to help you do is, I'm not going to go over all of them because I know you can read the screen. But the one thing I personally am going to help people do is I'm going to help them retire earlier. If you partner with Paycation, me and the owner's goal is to help multiple people walk away from their jobs, guys. Because it doesn't take age to retire, it takes income. And my second goal is to help everybody get out of debt. We're going to celebrate 0 if you join our team, guys. I promise you that. So, and I already helped a lot of people retire their mothers. So I want you to real quick look at this arrow. Some people see it immediately, but some people don't. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. Do you see the arrow? Anyway, let's think about it. Do you see the arrow? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? You're right, guys. And what the purpose was that is, because if you don't see this opportunity on the first time, if you don't get it, it's okay. Look at it again, because you might be missing something. This is the key to success. So don't judge your life, future, wealth on some information that you don't understand yet. Make sure you get a clear understanding. That's why I told you to take notes at the very beginning. So with that being said, guys, we're a global opportunity, which is amazing, because you can grow this business wherever the internet goes, guys. We actually have a team growing in Barbados. We have a team growing in London, and we're actually going to Spain. So I don't know about you, but that's exciting, guys, to get paid around the clock. That's amazing. So real quick, timing is everything. You know, if you have the right opportunity at the right time, this will be the blessing you need, guys. The blessing you need. Now, I hate to tell you this, but if you take this halfway serious like you take your job, then you'll be wealthy. Because it doesn't even take that much effort, guys. If you just put 1 hour a day into this business, you'll be successful. And I'll show you why. But the first thing you want to know, guys, is get back with the person that invited you to this video. Have them answer all your questions. I look forward to seeing you all around the world, but there's 3 types of people, guys. It's the type of person who, one, doesn't believe in nothing. They're totally skeptical. Thank you for watching this video. Then it's the type 2 person who says, you know what, I am skeptical, but I have a couple questions. If that's you, get your questions answered. And then if you're the type 3 person who says, you know what, I need my own business. This job thing is overrated, and I'm ready to get paid and travel the world. So if that's you, you're the type 3 person, let's sign her out, because remember, $150, guys, if people knew, once people know you can start a business for $150, especially with no overhead, once your team grows, that's going to keep the duplication going and the retention going, guys. So with that being said, I'll see you 2 places, the beach or the bank. This is Chad Thompson. God bless on your decision.